morning students. In my previous video, I have already discussed about generation of computers and their features. Now in this video, I am going to discuss about functional components of a computer. So students, you know very well the computer is the combination of hardware and software. Hardware are the physical components or you can say parts of a computer like motherboard, memory devices, monitor, keyboard, etc. While software is the set of program or instructions. Both hardware and software together make the computer system function. So what is hardware? Hardware are the physical parts of a computer. And what is software? Software is the set of programs or you can say instructions. When every task given to a computer follows an input process output cycle is called IPO cycle. It needs certain input, processes that input and produces the desired output means result. When user gives the input into the computer after processing, it produces what? The desired results. The input unit takes the input. The central processing unit does the processing of data and the output unit produces the output. Okay. The input unit means input devices like keyboard, mouse, joystick, scanner. Okay. These are the examples of input devices. Takes the input. The central processing unit means CPU does the processing of data and the output units means output devices like printer, plotter, okay, produces the output or you can say one example of output device is monitor also. So output device or you can say output unit produces the output means result. The memory unit holds the data and instruction during the processing. The memory unit holds means keeps the data and the instructions which is given by the user during the processing. Okay. So now you can see here in the whatever I have explained you in this diagram. Okay. This is the diagram of input unit. CPU central processing unit keeps what? ALU, arithmetic logic unit, CU, control unit and memory which holds the data or instruction. When user gives input or you can say command or instruction using input device, okay, into the computer, okay, it goes to where? It goes to CPU means central processing unit. What is the work of CPU? It processes the data which is given by the user using input devices. Okay. And what is the use of ALU? It helps to perform operation. Which type of operation? Mathematical operation. Okay. Arithmetic and logical operation. Okay. So it helps the performing operation which is given by the user using input device. And what is the use of control unit? It controls the operation. Okay, whatever it perform in the central processing unit. What is registers? A small memory, it keeps the data or instructions. Okay, when user gives the input using input device into the computer, goes to the CPU, means central processing unit. What is the use of central processing unit? It process the input. Okay, and what is the use of memory? It keeps the data or instructions during processing. Okay, after processing it send the data, means I cannot say the data, we will use here information. Okay, it becomes information. It send into the output unit, or you can say output devices, and produce the result, or you can say produce the output, isn't it? So this is the functional components of a computer. Okay, I'm going to explain it again how it will work. Here user use input device for giving input command or instruction, okay, into the computer. Computer means CPU. It goes where it will go into the CPU, means processor. What is the use of processor? It processing the input or commands. Okay, what is the use of memory? It holds the data or instructions. Okay, after during processing, after processing it send the information into the output unit. What is the use of output unit? It produces the results or output. Okay, and what is the use of controlling? It controls all the operation when it will perform. Okay, it controls the operation of input unit, operation of output unit. Okay, so all these kind of, or uh, memory unit also, so all kinds of operation controlled by the control unit. Okay, and what is the use of ALU? It helps to perform arithmetical and logical operations. Now here I will discuss one by one unit. Input unit. The input unit consists of input devices. Okay, input devices I have already discussed, like keyboard, mouse, scanner, joystick, okay, that are attached to the computer. These devices take input and convert it into binary language. Binary means 0 and 1. Okay, by means 0 and 1. So it will convert into binary language, or you can say machine language, that the computer understands. Okay, some of the common input devices are keyboard, mouse, joystick, scanner. These are the examples. Now we will move on. Central processing unit. Once the information is entered, okay, once the information is entered, here you can say data is entered or input entered by the user using input devices, okay, into the computer by the input device. Okay, the processor processes it. Okay, the CPU is called the brain of the computer, because it keeps performing all the operation. Okay, because it is the control center of the computer, as the CPU is located on a small chip. Where it is located? On a small chip. It is also called the microprocessor. When CPU is located on a small chip, it is called the microprocessor. Okay. It first fetches instruction from the memory. Fetches means pick up instruction from the memory, because why it will fetching instruction from the memory, because memory keeps the data or instructions. Okay, so and then interprets, or you can say translate. Interprets means, suppose I am using high level language and it will convert into binary language, or you can say machine language. Okay, so then interprets them so as to know what is to be done. Okay, if required data is fetched from memory or input device, isn't it? Thereafter, CPU executes or performs the required computation. After fetching, what CPU will do? Executes or performs the required computation, and then either stores the output, okay, or displays on the output device. Either it will store the data or information in the memory part, or it will display the data or information on the output device. Okay, so the CPU has three main components which are responsible for different functions. Okay, arithmetic logic unit, in short form you can say ALU, control unit, CU, and memory registers. Sometimes we say what? Memory unit. Okay. Now we will move on arithmetic and logic unit. The ALU, as its name suggests, performs mathematical calculations and takes logical decision. Okay, this part will perform mathematical calculations and takes logical decisions. Arithmetic calculation include addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Logical decisions involve what? Comparison of two data items to see which one is larger or smaller or equal. Now arithmetic uh, part will do what? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And logical part will do what? Means it will comparison, it will compare and will compare of two data items to see which one is larger or smaller or equal, isn't it? Now we will move on control unit. The control unit coordinates and controls the data flow in and out of CPU. Okay, and also controls all the operations of ALU. I have already explained using diagram. Okay, so controls all the operation of ALU, memory register, and also input and output units. It is also responsible for carrying out all the instructions stored in the program. Okay, it decodes the fetched instructions, and you can say interprets means understand it and sends control signal to input or output devices until the required operation is done properly by ALU and memory unit. Okay, so what is the use of, what is the work of control unit? It control all the operation which is related to means ALU, memory unit, input or output devices. Okay. Now next is your memory registers. A register is a temporary unit of memory in the CPU. These receive data or information. Then this data or information is held in them as per the requirement. Okay. What is register? It is a temporary unit of memory in the CPU. It is not permanent. Means data will store in temporary, not permanently. So a register is a temporary unit of memory in the CPU. These receive data or information. Then this data or information is held in them as per the requirement. When it will require that time it will store. Otherwise it will not store the data or instructions. Isn't it? Registers can be or different sizes. 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit and so on. And each register inside the CPU has a specific functions. Okay, like storing data, storing and instructions, storing address means location. Okay, so address of a location in memory where data is stored. Okay, so the user registers can be used by an assembly language programmer for storing operand. Okay, intermediate result accumulator is the main register in the ALU and contains one of the operand of an operation to be performed in the ALU. Okay, operation I have already told you, means I have already explained you, which is related to addition, multiplication, subtraction and division. Okay, so ALU and contain one of the operand of an operation to be performed in the ALU. Now next is memory. Memory attached to the CPU is used for storage of data and information, or you can say instruction, and is called internal memory. Okay, because when memory will attach with CPU, it is called internal memory. During processing, it is the internal memory that holds the data, means keeps the data. The internal memory is divided into many storage locations, each of which can store data or instructions. Each memory location is of the same size. Okay, each memory location will be in same size and has an address. So every memory location will keep the address. With the help of the address, the computer can find any data easily. Why it will keep the address? Because computer can find any data easily without having to search the entire memory. Okay. So the internal memory is also called the primary memory or main memory. Okay. So what is internal memory? When it will attach with CPU, it is called internal memory. Every memory has a storage location with address. Okay. When the task is performed, the CPU makes the space. Okay. When the task means operation, you can say, when the task is performed, the CU means control unit makes the space available for storing data and instructions. Okay. So what is the work of CU regarding memory? Okay. So what is the work of CU means control unit for memory means CU makes the space, means it will create the space available for the is a space available for the storing data and instructions. Okay. means it will create. So what is the work of CU for memory? It will create space for storing data and instructions. Thereafter, the memory is cleared and the memory space is then available for the next task. Okay. So what is the work of CU for memory? It will create space for storing data and instruction. After performing operation, memory is clear and memory space is then available for the next task, means next operation. The time of access of data is independent of its location. Okay, the time of access of data is independent of its location in memory. Therefore, this memory is also called random access memory. Why it is called random access memory? Because the time of access of data is independent. Okay, means data will come and store, and when operation will finish, it will automatically erase by the CU. Okay, because what is the work of CU? It will create space for the memory. Okay, so the time of access of data is independent of its location in memory. Therefore, this memory is also called random access memory. Okay, so primary memory is volatile in nature. Okay, so because why we say it is volatile? Because temporary. That means when the power is switched off, the data stored in the memory is permanently erased. Okay. So that is why secondary memory is needed to store data and information permanently. Isn't it? For later use. So what are the example of secondary storage device like hard disk, compact disk and pen drives? Suppose you want to store data permanently, you need what secondary storage devices. Secondary storage device means hard disk or compact disk means CD, floppy disk, pen drive, or you can say you can use a Blu-ray disk. Okay, now we will move on. Output unit. The output unit consists of output devices. I have already explained that are attached with the computer. It converts the binary data coming from CPU to human understandable form. Okay. So the common output devices are monitor, printer, plotter. Okay. Suppose here I am going to explain it again. When data gives or input gives by the user means entered by the user using input device, it goes to the CPU and process. After processing, when it will goes into the CPU, it convert means high level language into binary or machine level language, isn't it? Then what happened? After processing again, it will convert binary to what? High level language. So that is why uh, this line tells us it converts the binary data coming from CPU to human understandable. Okay. The common output devices are monitor, printer and plotter. Now we will move on. Just wait. Okay, so I will finish here. Uh, then I will continue. Okay. So thank you.